Welcome to the Mighty Mansfield show. Today we're going to get some Biltong. From what I've been told, it's the best shop in the world ever, apparently, according to my mate. But as we all know, I'll be the judge of that. Right, let's go. So, I hear you ask, what is the Mighty Mansfield show? It's quite easy, really. I decided to turn my back on the world. I'm fed up with the rat race of life and I wanted to do something about it. So I changed my job, scaled down, changed my job and work part-time. And basically, I'm going to be doing a vlogging channel. The reason I changed my job is because I worked all the time. I ended up staying away all the nights, converting this little caddy van into a little micro camper, and then I ended up just basically going from work, going camping in my caddy, and just loving life and loving the finer, more simple things in life. Most people that know me obviously know that I'm all about food. I love my food, I love cooking, and what we're going to do with the Mighty Mansfield channel is we're going to travel across England, mainland Europe, Scotland, Wales, all over the place, and I'll be seeking out the best produce that I can find, using it to cook with. I'll be cooking out of the back of the caddy van, demonstrating that I'm a good cook, we all know that, but I want to demonstrate that you don't have to spend £70,000 on a VW transporter and heat up a tin of beans every day. It's not, there's more to life than that. So I'll be doing a cooking channel essentially. One of the vlogs that goes up every week will be Beer of the Week, which me and a few mates will be sat in the world famous exclusive Village Diner, and we'll be doing a vlog reviewing beers and the equivalent bar snack. We're finding places around the world and doing their bar snacks and their beers. So that'll be coming out on Thursdays. Every Thursday we'll be doing a Beer of the Week, and yeah, the rest of it will be camping out the back of the caddy, cooking out the back of the caddy, travelling around, finding decent places and just enjoying life rather than going to work, coming back on a Friday, really pissed off, hitting the bottle, going back to work on a Monday and repeating it all again. One of the last people I worked for, wow, if money brings that kind of stress to you and you are that much of a, well, you can keep it, mate, because I ain't really interested in that, mate. You know what I mean? There's better things. Money can't buy everything, mate. Anyway, so that's that basically. So I work part-time in a garage as a mechanic, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday it's going to be the cooking show and the travelling, and we're just going to get out there and see what's about. I know there's a load of van life, van lifers and vloggers and people that do all the time, and it's the same old stuff. We're all reviewing portable power packs, Jackery, things like that, eco flows, and once you respect to the guys that are doing it, but for me, so I've got so many of them. So it's more about the food and what I can find. I've got a Jackery in the back of this, and that's what I use for my PowerPoint. I've got a telly in there, a phone charger, and that's about all I need. I don't cook in the van because A, it's too small, B, I don't like the smell of food in the van, I like to be clean and tidy. And yeah, we're just going to get up some adventures. Oh yeah, and we'll also be reviewing takeaways. Not as a massive thing, there's plenty of guys out there and really cool guys, to make one takeaway, food review club and that, I love them all, I watch them all. We'll be doing a few takeaways and that, but my main focus is on finding good produce in the UK reason they started to go on about it is because they've got their own channel. I'm not going to say what it is because he doesn't, you know, we don't want to be associated to each other just for reasons. And he's done really well out of it. And so he's like, you should do it because you're already doing. I mean, I've been doing this van life and stuff now for about 3 years. Previous to that, I had a narrowboat and I lived on that for 18 years, so I'm no stranger to any of this stuff. Hence why I think, you know, it'd be a good thing to do. And then they basically persuaded me. A few of my mates said it'd be funny to watch me on the screen, and that's basically why I've set it up. And yeah, I'm excited about it. You know, I love cooking, I love being out there, I love the great outdoors. I'm not someone who likes to sit inside and, you know, cry about bills and, you know, life's hard enough, mate. You get one shot at it. So yeah, that's what it's come about. You know, obviously in the summer it's going to be a lot easier because the campsites are open from the start. And yeah, I do stealth camp. This is a stealth van, but you know, I've got a driveway all in all. I'd stick that on the side of it. I'd love to find really, you know, back to basic campsites. Yeah, I've even got a shower in the back of this thing. Yeah, you have to stand on the outside, but it runs off the jackery. You know, you heat your water on your stove, and then you have a shower. It's good enough. I do a lot of wild swimming. I love wild swimming, so I'm down the coast. I'm always in the sea anyway. And if I'm inland, you know, up in the Lake District, things like that, I'm not shy to jump in. And I'll be taking you with me with the GoPro, so you can enjoy it as well from the warmth and comfort of your armchair. And another reason I started cooking on campsites was because, I'm not being funny, but I think personally the standard of pub food and decent, wholesome, like scram is gone. I think, you know, pubs used to knock out decent meals, chicken in a basket, lasagna, good chips, you know. But now you're lucky if you get anything that's other than Bread Brothers. I ain't being funny, but I can cook that, and if I can cook it out the back of a little caddy van, then you got to cook it at home. You know what I mean? It's not hard. You just got to enjoy your food. Oh my God, the road is closed. Great. So we're going to have to go the long way round. A bit of a shame actually. I had a phone call yesterday. My mate, he's had a few heart issues and this, that and the other, and he was in hospital, and his boat, but like, you know, as the river rose, at the moment we're in flood, as the river rose, it's at its record high now, and his boat was in a particularly bad spot, and it came free of its moorings. Thankfully, some decent guy who I do actually know, he's put it on an island somewhere. So as soon as the weather gets better, we'll go and get his boat back. We're going to a place called Mansfield. Like I say, we're going from Biltong. I'm a massive meat eater, although I will be reviewing some vegetarian and possibly some vegan products to see what we think. I'm not against any of anyone who doesn't want to eat meat. You know, I get it. Some things I don't want to eat. Certainly in the summer it's going to be a lot more content because obviously the food festivals come up, the Big E, you know, we're doing a lot of cheese and chili festivals and seafood festivals, any festival that includes food and beer basically. Two of my most favourite things in the world, food and beer, and sleeping, like that as well. And yeah. So the idea of Beer Week is we're going to review a beer, we're going to decide where we're going to review it from, and I'm going to find out what the closest beer snack to that would be, and and then I'm going to cook it. I'm going to enjoy it. We're going to review it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I will, however, say the last firm that I worked for, what I class as a proper firm, and they know who they are. I've been there a couple of times. You know, if I was going to do that specific job, I would do it with them, because they're probably one of the best firms I've ever worked for. It just didn't suit me anymore, and that's a shame, but that's the way it is. You know, I've got total respect for them. They're a family-run company, and you know, I've got total respect for the man who created the company, and I've got total respect for everybody else who's still in there. The other thing I will say about what we're doing is we're doing it real life. You know, I'm doing it as it is, so you get a realistic situation. You know, it's me doing what I do, and I was gonna pre-film loads of stuff. Well, I did pre-film loads of stuff, loads of stuff, and then I decided right at the very last minute that I want it to be real life. And yeah, all right, the editing's going to be a little bit hard, because it means I've got to then edit. So my theory is we're going to do beer of the week on Thursdays, and then on Monday I will release the camping video or the food video or the food vlog or whatever I'm doing in the 4 days that I'm not at work. And I'm going to do it real life, so you get a true representation of what it's about, and not this romantic make-believe van life that if you go on Instagram and sites like that, it doesn't give you a true representation of what van life's about. You know, I love van life myself, but it's not what Instagram portrays. You know, like it's all Photoshop. It's not what it is. You know, I love channels like Wandering Web. Keeps it real, man. Like, you know, gets out in the mountains, gets out in, you know, just gets on with life and enjoys himself, and that is someone that I really do take motivation and aspire to be as well. You know, he's out in his little cars, cooking. Well, the cooking's a bit questionable, I'm not gonna lie, but if he enjoys it, and yeah, I'm not sure I'll be copying many recipes, but you know, big shout out to you, mate. You're great channel. And I want my channel to be a bit like that, just with more emphasis on getting out to places. So I'm going to be going to, well, more emphasis on getting out to places that do food. You know, the producers like who are passionate about what they make. That's what I'm after. So I'll be going up to the Orkney Islands just to eat the brown crab up there, because you know, where's more famous for brown crab than the Orkney Islands? Probably not sure it's the best time of year to go up there at the moment. I just watched one of Wandering Web's vlogs. He's up in Glen Hoe, I think, snowboarding, and yeah. So I currently haven't got any sun visors in my van. I've got an MOT coming up. That's okay, I'm pretty sure I'll get through. The reason I ain't got any sun visors in my van is because I ripped it all apart and I've been insulating it more. Try and cut down on moisture. I hate moisture in the van, don't work. So why did I sell my narrowboat? I bought the narrowboat brand new, and I loved it. I really loved it, and I had some great times on it. I lived in London, obviously, South London, and I moved back to Reading, which is where I grew up. And certainly in my early teens, I grew up in Reading before I moved back up to London. And I bought a narrowboat because I didn't want to, like, you know, I was looking at houses and that, and what I could afford didn't really appeal to me. Plus, we're seeing like the flooding, it's mental. Glad I ain't got a narrowboat anymore, mate. Be floating on some field somewhere. So I sold the narrowboat, No, the reason I bought that boat was because I wanted somewhere, I wanted to live by the river, and I come from a boating family where a few of us, my dad, my uncle, had boats, got boats, and it just seemed logical. So I bought it brand new, off the New Boat Company. I bought that in 2006, sorry. And then I recently sold it, just because I moved it up to Northampton, and it just weren't great. I had a mate up there. Well, I say a mate, he had a mate nowhere near lousiest I've ever, you know. I don't even get me going there, I can't stand him. So I sold the boat and moved on, which is the best thing I ever did, because it was just hemorrhaging money, and it initially hurt. I didn't want to see it go, you know. But there's no point letting something sit in a marine to go mouldy, and you know. So I sold it to a really nice guy, who he's going to do it up and live in it himself. You know, it's having another life, which is great, really. So my travelling vlogs are all going to be done in the caddy. This caddy is old. It's done 195,561 miles, so nearly 200,000 miles. But I really look after it. Regular oil changes, you know, timing belts, this, that, and the other. So the oil changes and giving it a little bit of diesel treatment, keep your injectors cleaned out and that. Just go forever, mate, if you look after them. So most of my vlogs are going to be done in the caddy, because that's what I'm about. I just love the caddy camping. Like, you know, it's just great. It's small. You can get anywhere with it. It's got a bed in the back, a fixed bed. It's got an ensuite, which I will show you at a later date. Got a shower, like I say. Nice bit of cooking facilities where I'll set it up on the outside, and it's got a driveway on it, which I really love, because it gives you a lot of living space when you're away. But in July I think I'm going to be building, well, the plan is to build my bigger van. We're looking at a crafter or a sprinter long wheelbase, where I'll be building the van for more longer trips into Europe. You know, whether I get the time off work and that is another story, but obviously I'll be doing a good 2 weeks, and yeah, I'll probably get a couple of weeks in one hit over in Europe, so we'll just travel around. I'm desperate to get back to Pornic-sur-Mer. I'm massive on my seafood, I love it, and anyone knows it's where James Martin trained as a chef, and it's world renowned for its seafood. You know, the market there, I've been there before, it's just phenomenal. And the produce is so fantastic. It's got to be done, and it's going to be done this year. I've got to do it, so we'll have that to look forward to. We'll have that to look forward to in summer, definitely. You know, there's going to be a lot of eating at places. You know, I want to go to Tom Kerridge's pub where they do decent food, decent meats in front of you now. My nephew's a real meat eater. So we'll be doing loads of trips, like, you know, to the street food markets. Like, we recently went to Borough Market. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very good vlog for anybody to watch, because it was Christmas and it was just so busy. Like, yeah, we were wandering around, and like, there was about an hour to queue for even something that's not that good, you know what I mean? So we sat that one off, went and had a steak, which was nice, and then you know, we decided we'd come back again in the new year and go where it's a bit quieter. In fact, seeing him tomorrow, so he can we're trying to arrange a date that both the lads can come with me out of London, and we go and get some decent scoff. Feel like a big barbecue number or something like that coming on. Also, we'll be going to, I'm definitely get up to Bristol. There's someone up there called Big Nath, and he does like, you know, your burnt hens and your briskets and your pulled meats and all sorts of stuff. Big Nath's Barbecue, I think it's called. So we're going to get up over and have a go on that. You know, and as always, people tell me it's great, but I'll be the judge of that. I've got to say this, my mate Max, who's told me to go to this place, it better be good, mate, because I've just had to trawl all the way through Reading because they've shut Sonning Bridge due to the flooding. I'm pretty sure it will be good. What can go wrong? I mean, how can you go wrong? It's Biltong, man. It's like just drive. It's meat, mate. You know. Oh, just love meat. I love eating. I love adventures. I just love getting out there. You know. Like, can't be bothered sitting watching telly, grizzling into my cereal bowl. I've got to work tomorrow and all that. That is a nice van. That is something that I would have built. So I'll be building my own. The plan is to build my own camper van. I used to be, like I say, I'm out of the auto trade, so I used to build horse boxes. You know, great company still going, Viking Horse Boxes. My mate Phil Asker. In fact, I'm due a visit. I should pop up and see you soon. And I definitely will do. I'll even do a little vlog on these places. Right, let's get our foot down. We're going to get to Biltong and get lunching. And yes, I'll go into food, and then I became really interested in proper, decent, wholesome living. You know, I don't like a lot of ultra processed food, and you know, I like the chips to be chips. I like them to be potato, and not something that's come out of a laboratory. You know, I'm not a food snob at all. I do eat really nice stuff, and I can go to a Michelin star restaurant and totally appreciate what's on the plate. I really do. And I won't believe you me, I've been to many of them around the world. But I also like just your home cooking. I really like just really good produce done well. You know, it doesn't need to be labelled as such. You know, a Michelin star chef that I've got total respect for, that stepped out of the limelight and stepped backwards, and I believe he now runs his own small holding and, you know, concentrates on produce and just really good cooking, doesn't label it. He's Marcus Waring, you know, great chef, really knows his stuff, done his time in the trade itself, and now taking a step back to look at what really means things in life. You know, good food on a plate, sat somewhere nice with friends, enjoying a really nice one. That, to me, is what it's about. That's what life's about. You know, I go down the coast, I sit and eat, and I cook mussels up on the beach, and I cook clams, and I sit there with a nice cold glass. You know, usually at the moment, apple tarts, apple stuff, but you know, I do sit there sometimes with a nice local cider. Nice, I'll go and get some ice and put it in a box. You'll see all that, and I'll chill it down, and I'll go and sit there, and I'll just contemplate life, eating food, and just doing what I like. So what I'm thinking actually is I'm going to do this, get some Biltong, see what I think. Obviously get enough, so I've got a bit in a week, don't work with me. And then I think I'm going to go and get the ingredients to a nice Welsh rarebit. Now here you'll say it's partial cheese on toast and all that. No, it's not. Okay, don't be stupid. It's not cheese on toast. It's made with beer, it's made with mustard, it's made with flour, it's made with milk, and it's made with cheese. Well, that ain't cheese on toast, is it? I'm hugely influenced by traditional French cuisine. I love French food, I've always loved it. But I know that's a lie, I love all food. I love every food you can get. I don't discriminate, I don't care. If I can eat it, I'll have it. Now, I think it's this way. I'm not sure, I'm going to pull over in a minute, but the old saying, how we'll go from there. I don't think this place is particularly cheap. But I suppose you get what you pay for, don't you? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it, and then I'm going to go great stuff, and I don't know, maybe that'll be the setting to make your own biltong or jerky. Who knows? Right. Nice. Don't worry about that little beeping, that's just telling me the oil's low, but it's not. I checked it. And I took the sump off and I changed the gauze on the oil pickup to take it to the top of the engine, and everything's fine. It's all getting around there, and I've driven it with this. I changed the sensor, that didn't seem to do anything. So it's either picking up a signal that's sharing the same channel back to the ECU. You know, a lot of these senders share the same main channels, main routes back to the ECU, so it could be getting confused, it could be just getting contaminated with that, who knows. But I'm not going to change it. I can say 200,000 miles is still going strong, and you know, we love this old thing. Big fun fish and chips. I'm not sure about that. You're going to fun my fish and chips? I don't want anybody's fun in contact with my fish and chips. Do you know what? If anyone's going to fun their own fish and chips, it's going to be me. It'll get fun because I'm me in it. It's in the way, I know that. I'm going to pull up here and put the old sat nav on. Right, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold I picked up. It's been a COVID year for Christmas. Everybody's been getting COVID again, haven't they? I ain't got COVID. I'm far too strong for that, but you know, cold, right? So it's the Fox's Den. I'm a bit roundabout there, according to my sat nav. That's obviously gone. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't get COVID. Right, I'm too strong for that, you know. Right, like I say, this poor old boy who I did a little bit of time for and decided that it certainly weren't for me. He said to me, I thought you were meant to be the best. Well, I am. That's why I don't work for you. Simply the best. Do. I'm better than all the rest. I'm better than anything you've ever been. Bloody hell. Feels like it's in the middle of bloody no. Can't say that, can I? Can't swear. Here's a family friendly channel, of course. Thing. Nah, that's it. Oh, I thought I was going to a shop. Looks like I'm going to a bloody farm, mate. Nice about just being out and about, just getting things done, doing nice things, you know. I ain't got time in life to be stressed out. Not when there's all this great stuff about. I mentioned to see the sea again, so I was going to go this weekend, but they asked me if I'd work Fridays. I don't usually work Fridays, but I said, yeah, of course I will. Yeah, I don't mind helping out on that, you know. So the guy I work for now, he owns the garage, and it's a small team there. I'm childhood friends with this guy, so it's kind of nice to work somewhere that appreciates you, but also that I want to help. You know, to make a success of his garage. You know, his garage was very popular, and he's just built this new one, and he's got, like I say, he's got a small team in there, and you know, they're decent guys as well, you know, so we all get on, and we're a very small team, we really get on well, like, we have a laugh, and you know, yeah, it's good, you know, it's a nice dynamic. It's a nicer dynamic from where I've come from, put it that way, where if I worked hard, people hated me more than anything else, you know, and they put the boot in if you worked hard. And that's like, what is wrong with that, mate? What is it? Like, it's harder to just sit there being lazy, but they do it, you know, and I even had one guy racing me for retirement, so I just chucked the towel in and retired early until he retired, and then I've gone back, just so I can say I beat him at that as well, you know. But I am the mighty Mansfield, you're never going to beat me. It's a pointless fight. Because I get up in the morning, and when I look in the mirror and I see myself looking straight back at me, I'm like, bang, you've hit the jackpot, son. You know, I went into work at this particular place, and I looked around, and for them it's easy. They've got me to look at, and then they've got something to motivate them. They, you know, they can look at me and say, I'd like to be a bit more like him and try, you know, it's had something to like soldier on again to. But with me, I look around and there's no one I'd rather be in there than myself. So I have to dig deep for inner motivation just to keep going. You know what I mean? It's hard. People think that's an easy thing to do. It's not as easy as you think. Right, here we are. So I'm just looking at a sign there. What we got? Sam's Bikes. And I'm interested in bikes. Biltong. Right, we're in the right place, mate. Whatever happens, we're going to get some Biltong. This is in the garden centre, and it is busy. Garden centres, they're just so busy all the time. Right, so I'm not going to be able to film the shop. Reason being, it's a garden centre and I might as well go and see it. I'm going to have to go in. Right. Right, so we got it. It's a good little shop. I got a fair bit. I spent about 50 quid, I think. I've got a taster pack. It's got chili biltong, garlic biltong, original, big pack of original, garlic and chili bites, Bloody Mary, hickory, caramelised onion. Yeah, it's got a fair bit in there. And I've got to get out of it because everyone's arriving now and they're both sides of these cars. So what I'll do is I'll pull out of here, I'll pull up and then I'll tell you what I've got. Right, so did start to show you, that's the taster box. Just got out of that car park because it's so busy, just people everywhere and walking down by the side here, van and that. I've got a nice original brewers, which is basically a spiced beef sausage. You know, might have that tomorrow for my dinner, we'll find it, we'll see. And I also bought brewers. dry wors they call it wors, but I call it draw wors. And this is how they come. Again, they're a beef sausage. I would consider them, so I've got 2 of them as well. 50 quid for the box of brewers and 2 of these drawers. That's a spicy beef sausage, so we'll have a little go on that. And it's dried. So these are like be little snacks for me in the week, so. It's got a lot of nutmeg coming through that, but it's sweet as well. Very nice. Well, Med, one of them things. We've had a few beers, mate. We'll be going through loads of this. I'll be pint after pint. They're not salty, but they're Moorish. Or whatever the word is. But yeah, really nice. A little bit more of that, and then I'll try and save some for my lunches this week. Yep, very nice. Well, it's got the original. It's also got the Bloody Mary that I wanted to try. Let's give it a bit of this Biltong and go. So that was the Biltong Emporium over in Moss, I think it's Mossgate Garden Centre, over in Warfield anyway. That's near Bracknell, for those of you who don't know. Right. We'll try the garlic. So these are quite small packs. They do give you a 90-gram pack of original, that the rest they're just 35-gram packs. So it really is a taster pack, and I think that was 32 quid. Thinking about it, I should have said to my nephew, because he lives very near. I could have gone and picked him up, him being a meat eater and that, and he could have come and gone with me and had some as well. He probably would have bought some as well. So I used to buy beef jerky off a company called British Beef Jerky. It was nice, but it was just too dry in the end for me. You know, very, very, very dry, and it just tasted of salt in the end to me. So, but this looks a bit nice. This is quite nice actually. Oh, smells garlicky, mate. Good job. I like the French. It's a good job I like being in France. I eat a lot of garlic, so I'm getting at, you know, as well as snails. So here we go. Nice smell of garlic. Yeah, good smell of garlic. Nice smell of beef. Definitely a lot juicier than jerky, which I think I like now. You know, I used to like it really dry, but that is pleasant, mate. Now I can plough through that. That's lovely. Garlic, not strong taste of garlic, just a little bit on the back there. Nice beef taste. Yeah. The Biltong Emporium, Warfield. Definitely recommend it. Definitely be going back there. You get a loyalty card, so you get entered into a free draw every I think 6 times every year, where you can win like various different packs of meat. But yeah, very, very nice, and definitely recommend it. Well, Max, you've hit the nail on the head, son. That is really good. Definitely be going and getting my loyalty card stamped a few more times, and yeah, definitely found it there, mate. You've hit the jackpot, son. Right, little cheeky bit of this, and we'll crack on. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that is definitely worth a visit. That's amazing. No problem, my guys. I haven't got any back teeth, or they're broken up. Well, I used to be involved in boxing, and that used to cut my gum shield down so that I could suck air in and get oxygen from the back of my mouth. So I thought it was a good idea at the time, but I kind of regret it now. Right, gonna go and get the stuff for this rare bit, and then I'll catch up with you when I'm back at home. I'm gonna do a cheeky bit of Welsh rare bit, and that'll be lovely.